G'day everyone, welcome to the Opal Mills. Today we're going to be making another gold pendant with this stone. So 6.5 carat Andamooka crystal, absolutely gorgeous. There you go, it's very crystal. Even with just skin behind it, it's popping colour. And got it in a parcel a couple of years ago. I've had it cut and been meaning to set it once I can set in gold. Looks like today's the day. So it's going to be a pleasure to set. I've been hanging to set this. And this one's orientation will be this way. That way it flushes really nice all the way for a pendant to hang from. As opposed to this way, because when you turn it this way, it goes a bit translucent. It's mostly from this side that you're going to get all your flash. Therefore, we shall orientate it sideways, independent, like that. So it's going to be a bezel. Use that for a bezel. And have a bit of wire in the back to hold it from falling through. I'll have to trim this bezel to height, won't need to be very high. And put a little loop on it and a bail. So that's the plan. So I'm just going to start marking out this piece on how thin we need to have this bezel and start cutting. That's our line. That gives us just enough height. For the bezel to fold over, and if the wire in the bottom sits it up a slight touch, we've got a bit of room to play with. So we're going to cut along that line. We'll do that with the snips. Like so. So I went above the line here a bit, so it's going to get filed down to match this. Oops. So we're just going to bend it round and join the two ends together, as this will have to get stretched out a little bit to fit. Plus this is a bit thick, so it needs a bit of stretching. Thins it out a touch. So now we've got our shape. It's not big enough to fit on, which is sort of by design. So we're going to thin it out on the mandrel to fit. And looking at that, it needs to come down just a couple of mil. Just the other side of the H. Just tapping it evenly all the way around. Just like so. And we check it. Perfect fit. So now we'll make an inside ring for it and file this down to suit. So there we go, we've got our bezel set. We just need to get the inside loop put in, and we're onto the loop and bail. Okay, so the setting is in the pickle, and I'm just going to go and cut this out after I file up this end first, trim this, file this end, And we'll make our bail, and we'll try not to forget to stamp it. Okay, here we are, got our stamp on. So now we're gonna fold this around and form the bail. So I'm gonna grab the round, half round plier. Keep it square. Do a little bit of a bend there, just to start us off. Like so. Back to the first one. And we'll flex. So now that's getting a little bit hard. We'll go and anneal it. I'll be back. So yeah, I do sometimes forget to anneal, but the metal will soon remind you to do it, especially on the thicker gauged material. And now, going to give it a pinch with some pliers. You can see the two ends aren't quite meeting up straight, so we're going to correct that before I go any further. It's a bit better. The ducks are here. Right guys, come and meet my ducks. Okay, so we have these wild ducks come in, and they've been coming in for a good part of 10 years. She's missing the top of her bill, and so we make sure we feed them. So I'll go through that with you. Okay, so we grab some fresh water. There's my baby girl. So I'm going to pour a little beetroot off at the tip on the top. And that's their bowl with yesterday's feed in it, so I'm just going to go and rinse that out with some water. Okay, so in this old cat bowl, repurposed. Bit of water in there for them. Just give us some duck pellets. There you go, miss. So we called her Squeaker. See if you can hear it. And that's Quackers. So Quackers and Squeaker. Okay, I'm backing off. I'll let you eat. There you go, mister. He's a true gentleman. So yeah, you can see her poor little bill. There's nothing that can be done about it, but we just make sure she's got enough food. They just fly in, fly out. They missed out yesterday. They must have found something for themselves. Every now and then they used to rock up with some ducklings, so full-size ducklings, but young ones that follow them around still. But they never got the hint that there's free food here. They just stand back and watch these two eat. So yeah. Quack, 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 quack. Ain't gorgeous? Ain't crackers? Anyway, I better go make this pendant. Quack, quack, quack. Yeah, so also, what we have down here is a bit of matrix on the cook. So I reckon that might even make an appearance on this video from some of the stones we cut in a couple of videos ago. I'll come back to that. Okay, so where were we? So yeah, here we go. There's our bail. Points are pointy. They'll meet up. I'll run a file down the inside of there before I go to squish them together, so that they can meet up kind of nicely. Put a little yeah, flattish spot there, so they can press together. And just a little drop of soft solder on the tip. So let's make a loop. There we go. Open bail. Let's go get the pendant out the pickle. Say that 10 times fast. There we go. Doesn't sit and flush. So yeah, we'll get this bezel tidied up, ready to be folded. Alright, so here we go. Just got the 400 run over it. We'll do that again anyway. Once we've put it together, it's time to put loop and pendant together with the bail. So we go solder that. Okay, there's our gold pendant and the pickle. We'll get him out in a sec. But first, let's slip down to here. And we've got some matrix we've been cooking. There we go. So we'll pull that out now. Okay. So I took on a bit of treatment. That colour is popping now. Even just that little bit of treatment did that. It's like a profile of someone's face with their forehead, their nose, lips, chin, neck. Cool. A bit of concrete. Darken up quite well. If you remember this one, it's also got the sister stone. I'll pull that out before the end of this video and put them side by side so you can see what I mean. That one treated really well. Come up, turn. Yep. Here we go. Gorgeous. Here's my stone. Direction on that side. There you go. Here's one from a while ago. Thought I'd chuck it back in. It did go a darker shade, so I'm quite happy with that. Just did this one. I think this one needs to go in again. A couple of these are going again for another treat. See if that comes out a bit darker. This one didn't seem to take on any except for that spot, which I'm not sure why, because it's one that had been treated and showed that it would treat, and it wouldn't treat for me. It must be a bit too opally over here. But again, we'll stick it in for another treat. It's a nice green. Still a nice sort of stone. It's a bit cloudy, if you will. And this one. It took on a little bit of treatment. Let's see our colour a lot easier now. There we go. Nice. Pity it didn't extend over the whole stone, but still. It's a good result for that person. They're going to be very happy. So there we go. Oh wow. That's how strong my pickle solution is. The pickle has crystallized. Just grew a crystal on my, oh wow, that looks so cool. I'm gonna have to get set up and have a good look at this, hang on. That is so cool. So this crystal has engulfed our pendant and attached itself and grown on and around it. Overnight. This has happened since yesterday. But what a little crystal that is. That's how pickle solution crystal form. Oh, that'd be so cool to leave something like that if it wasn't so acidic. Unreal. Mix of little crystals down the bottom side of it. Some long ones up here, well formed, trying to terminate. That's amazing. I've never seen that before. So yeah, my pickle compound is very strong. I need to put a bit more water with it, I think. Must have got pretty cold out here last night. Wow. So let's see if we can break that off. Yep, that was quite easy. Well, back to our pendant. Ready to go and set. Okay, final moment. Let's see if this fits. It fits pretty well. And we just close the gap. So you can see it's starting to hold it in. We'll work on our sharpest curves, which are these edges, and then we'll work our way around. Now we're going to go around it with the bezel burnishing tool. So I'll keep going around and I'll just come back in a bit. Alright. So that's our bezel. Just needs a bit of tidying up. Awesome. So I'll just polish this up and come back. And there we have it. 18 karat gold. Again. Yellow gold. Stamped 750. Absolutely stunning oval. It's an oval cut. It's medium to high dome. And 6.5 carat. So we're probably going to put about 200 a carat on this, which is pretty cheap, I'm pretty sure. Especially for a nice oval, high dome, and that kind of colour. So I'm thinking about 1900 on this. So it works out about 1300 for the stone and 600 for the golden workmanship. It took me 2 days, so I'm pretty sure it's, yeah, that's on price. So there's what I've paid for it, there's the carat price I'm attributing to it from what I understand of greens and the brightnesses and the type of material being Andamooka, the money invested in buying this piece, find another one elsewhere and compare. I'm pretty sure that's very reasonably priced. So there we go. I'll do a few lowlights and finish it up here. It's got marks all over it. I need cleaner cloths. Keep getting dust in that. That's what I get working out in a shed workshop. So anyway, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Cheers.